Yo, what's up, guys? So in this video, I'm going to be analyzing my video is very dark. I'm going to be analyzing market. I'll be showing you guys the trade we're going to be taking for this week and obviously setups for this week. So I'm going to be fast in this analysis so that we can cover as much as possible. In this market, I'm going to be starting with Gbpjpy. Gbpjpy is very close to my area of interest, so this is like a pair that can play out begin when next this weekend. So market's kind of close right now, but I think anything Monday, Tuesday, hopefully this trade is supposed to start playing out. So mind you, everything I'm saying here, every analysis I'm dropping here, I'm going to be sending the signal. It's free on my Telegram, so just join. You're gonna be seeing me trading everything live on my Telegram, so make sure you join. The link will be in the description. So let's go. So if you look at Gbpjpy, this is an interesting pair because we're currently in a risk on environment. If you even look at sentiment, you will know. So investors will be looking at trading higher yield currency against lower yield currency. So if you see the market have been creating series of higher high, higher low, and market created a new higher high, right? So when the market creates a new higher high, we expect it to create a higher low for a continuation, right? A retracement. Market retraced, but market didn't hold that support, so the market came back to low. So this is the place market will come back now. Market will create equal lows, then the market will create a new higher high. Just simple market structure. That is how the market works. Market move based on market structure. So yeah, this one is kind of like we have the all this move here is a retracement back down. So now we're looking for an impulsive move to the upside. This thing is very simple. I'm looking for an impulsive move to push this for a new higher high. That's how the markets move. Don't complicate your charts, keep it simple. So the next chart on my list will going to be NZD Remember that was GJ. So currently, the Japanese, I'm seeing some momentum in the Japanese currency right now because of sentiment. The sentiment that is playing out right now. So the Japanese yen, don't worry about. I know this might be like, they'll be like, what is going on? Everything just market have been ranging, but currently, remember the rules of ranging market: buy low, sell high. So market touch this level. This is a support level. So we're currently in a bullish move to the upside, right? We're trading the bullish move in the upside. So if you go to the 4 hours time frame, you'll see that the market have been creating this with bullish trend following the daily time frame range. So the market created this is a low, this is a high, this is a higher low, this is a higher high. So what do we expect? Okay, let me just, in case of people that might ask or will be confused that why do you skip here? This was the previous higher high, right? So when the market reach here, the market fails to break the high. So the market create a higher low. Because this low here is higher than this previous low. So you can consider it a higher low, but there is no higher high at that point. So the market now break and create a new higher high. So what we're going to be doing is waiting for a retracement back down to support to create a new higher low. Market can buy here or buy here. So create a new higher low, then push to the upside. So the thing you're gonna do is if you are trading, you don't need to sit down your chart and be monitoring it all the time. The simple thing is just set your alarm. Look at what I did. I set my alarm, set your alarms. Once the market reach there, market will give you to notify you, then you wait for your entry signal, then you trade. So that is for NZD JPY. So the reason why we're going for JPY pair at this moment is if you go to the yield, the VIX, you see that the VIX is we're in a calm environment. Look at we're in 15. This is a very calm environment. This is a risk on environment for investors to trade. So there's some asset class that move well during risk on environment. There's some that move well during risk off environment. So lucky enough, JPY peers that trade against the JPY, they're going to have momentum during this period. So I don't want to make this video too long, so let's just continue with the analysis. So the next pair on my list we're going to be GU GPUSD. I hope you guys are getting knowledge. Anything you don't understand, drop it in the comment section. If you want me to analyze any peer next time for you, maybe your favorite peer, those drop it in the comment section or chat me up on Telegram. I'm going to reply. So everything, the link is in the description. So GU is very easy pair to. It's just the same thing with NZD USD. If you go to the higher time frames, I don't want to do too much. The higher time frames ranging. If you scale up, you see the market's ranging and we're in a support zone pushing, we're buying low. You know, so let me just this is the 4 hours time frame now. This is also a higher time frame though. That's a 4 hours time frame. If you look at the market, you see the market is creating high, low, higher, higher low, higher high. But this breakout, the reason why I don't like it is that the impulsive move is not high enough. The impulsive move is not high enough. So obviously I'm not gonna be buying at this support. From experience, you know that is not a good buy. So I'm going to wait for the market to come back to this low, to this equal lows, and push to the upside. That's what I want. Just like you going to the market, you want to buy something in the market, and the person tell you 3,000. You tell the person you want to buy at 1,000. You get then the person asks you, okay, so just do it 2,229. You might be like, no, I'm not giving you 2,900. I'm going to give you 2,500. So you guys will bargain, and the person agree 2,500. So now you have discount. That is how market also move real life. People, I'm not interested in this price. This price the market is showing me is very high. It's very high, so I want it to come back to this low because the price, yeah, that is just like real life scenario. So that is how you trade it. The next pair on my list is USD Okay, now I'm going to be doing a little bit of intermarket analysis for you. Let me go back to GU. So I want you to just pay attention. You know, GU is kind of bullish, right? And if you look at the economic calendar, you see that time is going. This video is over 7 minutes now. So let's go. Don't worry, I'm going to say a lot of things that you can use to better your trading. So for next week, if you look at the economic calendar, you see that on Tuesday, on Tuesday is CPI. CPI will be coming out on Tuesday by 1:30. So there's going to be volume on Tuesday. Maybe on Monday, if possible, stay away from the market. If you don't see a good setup, mostly if you are trading USD PS, you have to be very careful on Monday because it might be choppy. Because traders will be waiting for CPI news to have market trend on Tuesday. That is just something you should know. So one on Tuesday now, I'm expecting this market to next week. I'm expecting the market to kind of retrace back here to buy. And when the market is retracing, right? If you look at the dollar is still kind of strong. GU is trading against the dollar. Go on the daily time frame for you guys to see it clearly. So if you see the daily time frame, the dollar have been bullish. It have been very strong. So once NFP come out, CPI come out, most of this news they're kind of like momentum, they're like volume coming into the market. So if CPI come out, my own prediction is that CPI will push the dollar higher. So if CPI come and push the dollar higher, because inflation is still high. Inflation is still high. CPI we use to record inflation. Inflation is still high in the United States. So if CPI push the dollar higher, obviously peers are trading against the dollar will come lower. So that momentum will push um GU. If there is GU break before the CPI come out, if you break the support to push it down here. And once the market push it down here, I'm doing intermarket analysis. Please just follow up. You see USD will have momentum to push up because USD have the base currency as USD, right? The base currency is as USD. Look at it. The first currency is USD. So momentum when the dollar strengthen, USD also strengthen. So it will push it to the upside. So you are not going to be trading the retracement on GBP USD. What you're going to be trading is the impulsive move on USD you're going to be trading the breakout and retest and continuation. That is what you're going to be trading for USD We're going to be buying. Understand? I don't want to. I hope you understand that analysis. Then another pure analysis, UJ USDJPY USDJPY USDJPY. If you look at USDJPY, you see that USDJPY have been strong bullish momentum for this daily time frame. You can see market have been going heavily. It have been trending heavily up. And the reason why is because of we have a high yield. The yield right now is very high in the United States because of inflation. You know the Fed is going to use yield to fight inflation, right? Look at the 10 years bond. Look at the yield. Yield is at 4.5%. That is very crazy. That is very good. So yield is very high. That is why you see the good. The good is kind of overall trend bearish because of yield is high. So you have to know how this market are interconnected. So let's go back to USJPY. Let's go back to USDJPY. So what I'm looking for USDJPY is simple. Simple. If you look at the USDJPY, you see market have been creating. This was the previous high. This is like a resistance. Market broke it. So the market created these all-time highs. The market came back down, create a higher low. The market create equal highs. So now we're in a bullish trend. You ask yourself, okay, I'm in a bullish trend. Where can we buy from now? Because automatically your brain will be like wired to buy because of we're in a bullish trend. So now where can we buy from? Remember, whether we're buying at support or we're buying at lows, right? So this is the lowest point because there's no support. The market fails to create a higher high. There's no support, so we're going to be buying at this low. That's just the normal way of trading a trendy market. So what you're going to do is you're just going to be very patient. This trade might play out maybe ending of the week during Thursday, Friday, or next week. So this Sunday, while starting a new week, right? So we're just going to wait for it to come back to support and buy. Wait for it to come back here. That's what I'm saying. Wait for it to come back here, then you buy. So that is all for USDJPY. The reason why you're trading, and this pair is a very good pair for carry trading, because if you look at the macros now. Let's go to the macros. That, this is a new feature that TradingView have implemented macro trading into your TradingView, so you don't need to be going to trading economics to get all your macro data. You can see the let me show you fast. I'm coming. Just be patient a little bit. The United States interest rate, well, currently our interest rate is at 3.7%. That is a good interest rate for the United States. And the Japanese is at 1%. So 3.7% minus 1%, you still have 2.7%. So that is a huge diversion in difference in interest rate. That is what carry traders like. That is what big investors like. They like to catch that interest rate differentials. So yeah, that is why people are going to be longing. Nobody's going to be shorting USDJPY in a swing trade. It does not make sense. Does not make sense. So the pairs I have on my list, let me just go through them. Number one is USD This pair will play out early the beginning of the week is going to play out. So please set your alarm. This is a simple trade. I'm going to be calling it on my Telegram, so make sure you join. The link will be in the description, and let's trade it together. USD Gbpjpy, that is the first pair. USD CHF, the setup have not formed yet, but it's just something we're going to be monitoring. Next pair on my list is Gbpusd. Please be patient for it to retrace, or you catch the sell to the downside. Then you so while we're expecting a retracement from the beginning of the week, towards the ending of the week after CPI, then we expect a bullish move to the upside. The next pair on my list is SZDJPY. SZDJPY is currently retracing right now. So wait for it to retrace back to this level. Then we'll buy the. I think basically that is all the USD JPY. USD JPY, and let me go on 4 hours so that you won't get confused. 4 hours also, we're waiting for it to come back to this low, then we'll buy. So we'll have We have GJ, we have GJ, we have GU. You can set alarms on all these pairs so that will trade it. We have NZD, JPY, then we have GJ, MUJ. That is the pairs we have. So because of time, let me just okay, good. My last video I dropped an analysis on gold. So let's see what's going on so far. If you have not watched the video, go and watch it. There's a lot of knowledge in that video. I just analyze only gold. So if you're a good trader, go and watch that video. That was only gold trade. So what we can see currently is that my last video I explained the trend of gold. Gold is currently bearish. And I gave a scenario that if the market is creating a series of lower lows, lower high, and lower low, the market creates another lower high, right? Then the market creates a lower low. If this low that is creating now breaks this previous low to create a new lower low, but that low, the impulsive move is not that strong. I'm just teaching you guys how to analyze this like premium shit right now. It's through experience that you know all these things. You won't find this in textbooks. So if the I'm just placing my levels, right? Okay, let's continue. If the retracement in the video, the retracement is not that strong to the downside, the impulsive move is not strong for it to use it as support, the market will likely go back to highs and sell. You understand? Market will likely go back to highs and sell. And it's not the market does not move only on support and resistance, right? It also move on trend lines. So this can be a trend line. So this is what gold is currently doing. Gold is kind of like retracing now back. It's supposed to come back to these highs, but it's currently at this resistance. Resistance is what is blocking it from reaching that high. It's kind of like try to sell, but I think buyers are not okay with that price. They want it to come back to this high for them to sell, so they're pushing it back up to this level to sell. So that is how gold. That is what is going on gold right now. If you look at the gold market now, let me go on the daily time frame. Let me clean this thing. Yeah. Come, let me zoom out. Okay. On the daily time frame, if you look at it, you see that gold have been bearish, creating low, lower high, lower low. So this lower low is not strong enough. This is no good. This is not a good impulsive move to the downside. Market just break the lower low, and that's what I was explaining. So the market is likely going back to lower high to sell, going back to high to sell. But this trend line is what is holding it now. The reason why I did not pull gold as my one of the peers that qualify for next week trade is that there's no setup. So you don't want to find a place, you don't want to find a pair that you'll be trading and you'll be trying to buy to be selling, try to sell to be buying, you'll lose money. So you have to be patient. You have to leave this pair and go and find a good market. Like GG is very easy, just simple bullish structure. Just simple bullish structure. Just simple bullish structure to the upside. There's no difference between what gold is doing and what GBPS is doing. The impulsive move also on GPS is not that strong, so we're expecting a retracement. That is the same thing with gold. That's what we're expecting on gold. So I think I've spent a lot of time on this video, almost 20 minutes now. I hope you guys get knowledge. So if you have any question, leave it in the comment section, and also you can join my Telegram so that we can trade together. It's free. The link will be in the description. So my prediction for gold is going to break this resistance, this trend line, and we're going to be seeing some bullish momentum on gold. Maybe like on Wednesday, I'm going to should be releasing another video, hopefully. And that video, I'm going to maybe gold will qualify for the trade before the weekend if we see a good setup. So like, subscribe, please subscribe so that you get notified anytime I drop my videos. Like the video, comment, tell me what you think I should do better.